This is where I say, welcome to the Elden Adventure Sagas, Season 3, Episode 16. Can you guys believe you've played 16 episodes since leaving the mines?
Dang.
I mean, that's a lot, quite honestly. I'm thinking you might buy property in Teshwave and just settle down. Fuck the rest of the campaign. All right, so when we were here last... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, my token is currently not selectable on the map or on the.
Oh yeah,
you're sleeping somewhere.
Oh, okay, that's why. Yep.
You're parked. Let me wipe off my thing. I'm all backlit and shiz. Let me take care of that real quick so you can look at your character while we do this. Actors, Eleganate, heroes. That would be Nick Maylock. Configure ownership. And you are the owner.
What's up?
And save. But you're not, you're saying it's not selectable?
Correct.
Oh, you know why? You're not on this level.
Oh, okay.
I'll explain to you in a moment.
All right.
All right, so when we were last here, the Eleganate spent a full day working Teshwave. You guys didn't draw a single blade. But you cracked the town open a bit, I would say. Over breakfast at the Bent Barge, Harlow Venn, you remember him? Sort of set the tone for the rest of the day. Eyes and ears are everywhere. Be careful, right? Just sort of a heads up. Karen was the leader last time. We'll have to do that in a second. We solved that via a coin flip. You guys visited Selving Door, right? She talked about how the town's rot is happening, cargo that passes without stopping, shipments that never arrive, workers who take contracts and never come back. So you talked to her a little bit. You pressed her, Mr. Bing, and she revealed that she was a harper. And one of the things that she was sort of self-congratulating about was that she weeds out corruption even from within the harpers. She did verify for you guys that there's some bad cargo running east to Melvant, and even named a coordinator that she'd heard of, Merrick Voss, which you guys have seen in a ledger that you found at a warehouse. You guys schemed with her a little bit about what could be done, and talked about maybe choking their networks here. And her perspective on this was that they'll just find another path, if that rings a bell. You continued down the docks. You stopped at some uninteresting places and skipped others. And you ended up at the Crooked Compass. And you met Veska Nall, who became disturbed, excitable, a little mix of both, by you guys coming in, sort of sensing that Fabia was carrying some things that she was aware of. If you remember correctly, she initially just kept repeating the tangle, the tangle, the tangle. And then once you guys got her to calm down, she talked a little bit about the elements that you guys had brought with you. Fabia, you showed her, I believe, the resin and some other things. And she was befuddled and beside herself that the morons in the Black Cult would ship all of that together in a single crate. In her words, these things should never be stored together. Right. So, but the warehouse workers for the Black Cult don't necessarily understand the inner workings of the properties of these things that they're shipping. Specifically, she mentioned that a binding kit should never be shipped with the other stuff. But that aside, you guys did get her to calm down, and she opened up a little bit. And it turns out that she had worked with his Clavius, as he turned dark, she distanced herself from him. You also shared with her that your friend Nick is currently unconscious and being cared for by one of the sisters of the church. When we last saw Nick awake, he was face planting into some mashed potatoes.
I'm gonna be
He looks-
right back. I'm so sorry.
No worries. We're almost done. And then for the rest of you, she knew his clavius. Like I said, she knew his clavius. And when you revealed to her what had happened to Valise, she was gutted. So Fabia gave her a journal, and she's going to investigate that journal, look into what's up with it, anything that she can do with it, and she's going to help try to bring your friend back. And sort of where you left off was, it was about 3:30. Probably by this point, we're going to take it to about 5 o'clock. No, we're going to take about 4:30. You were going to head across the street to the counting house, and 3:45 there. That's good. And have another conversation with your pal Jorge and friend. And you were slated to at least you were guided to talk to Corvin Bale. And Nick was in a coma. He's not here again, so I will just say that for you guys, remember he's in a coma, and at some point we'll figure out what to do with that tonight. Did I miss anything? It was a lot. You guys did a surprise. You learned a lot of things last week. So right now we have Favia and Skylar are still in the shop. Karen, Noodle, and Bing are not. Karen's going to be taking her leave of you. As a matter of fact, she's going to exit right now. Something she ate did not agree with her. She's got some belly gurgles. So she's going to head back up to the room, and if she makes it, she's going to take a nap, and if she doesn't, she's going to take a shower, then take a nap. So Karen is now disappeared from view. That leaves the two clerics out in the walkway, little Zippy in the hallway, and Skylar did not give instructions other than he was going to try to get with Karen, who has the shits. I don't think that combo is going to pan out for Skylar, although we could role play that. That sounds gross. I'm sure there's a Pornhub category for that.
The constable, because of the indecent undies hanging from the. Maybe he's talking to the law today.
Well, I told, as I said in the chat, if that's his plan, he will either end up in the hospital or in jail, depending on trying to make moves on Karen. Maybe both. So anyway, Skylar decides that he's gonna wander off.
Yes, the hospital, and Karen will just take care of him. Like, put that big hurt on.
Yeah, so Skylar's gonna go check on Nick, and then he's gonna head back up to his room and just sort of chill tonight. So Skylar has now left the building. That leaves us with the three of you plus Nick in a coma. Is Nick coming back?
So yes, he is. It's a weird. Yeah, he just came back. There's some girl that parked in between two cars in my neighborhood, and they blocked her in. Like, she couldn't get out. And so she was trying to find out whose the cars belonged to.
Was it Nick that blocked her in?
No, we parked in our driveway. It was our neighbor, but I don't think our neighbor's home. So David's trying to get the car out for her. Did you succeed?
Well, we're just going to leave him in a coma for now, then.
No, he's back.
All right,
He
I'm
just
back.
came back.
Yeah. She
go
had
see
him.
a lot more room in her spot than she thought she did.
Got it.
She was just unsure. User error, 100%.
Yeah. Awesome. So, so Nick, you're unconscious. When the party last looked at you, they didn't see a U behind your eyes, and you're being cared for. But what you're experiencing, and before I say anything, will you be sharing this with the party, or is this something that I should talk about with you specifically?
You can talk about it to me specifically.
Specifically in front of the people, or specifically not in front of them?
Like in private, and I'll see if I want to give
Okay.
them the information or not.
Showing mute.
Let me pull up the notes for Nick. But in the meantime, let me have you guys do this. Hold on. Why does it say that Nick's not in here? Did anyone get to vote for Nick? Was he a choice?
No.
Oh crap! I didn't vote.
Yeah. Only says Favia, Noodle, and Cyrus.
Well, I don't understand. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna close the vote. Hold on. Let me temporarily put Nick into the session. I mean, I have a block so that the person leading has to actually be playing. Now let's try it. I have my gut tells me that is not what my gut told me. I thought for some reason that everyone would choose Nick because it would be hilarious to have a leader that was not actually aware of anything going on. But anyway,
All right. Shall we mute?
yes.
Just wave your arms like a madman when you're done.
Yep.
Got it. Let them mute, and then we'll do a quick chit chat.
All right.
Oh, how do we know if they're muted? I assume that they can't hear us.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
So Nick, the last thing that you remember of the outside world was that you guys were down eating some food, and you saw a plate of mashed potatoes coming quickly towards your face, and sploosh, you were gone. And right before that happened, it wasn't like you were passing out. It was that you were sort of pulled back from your own self and were sort of out of body.
Yeah. Like Doctor Strange.
Saw yourself smash into this, and then did a hard pan, sort of upwards.
Yeah.
And it felt as if you were traveling through space and time or dimensions or whatever else on these threads, and you're just seeing blurs of things coming by. So similar to the first flash you had where you were just seeing glimpses of things, now you feel like you're flying through things and you're seeing little, just flying very quickly by you, like these little micro scenes.
Conversations and things and goings on, and
sort of in general, you feel like you're hanging inside this vast breadth of sort of a web of light. And there's threads as far as you can see. They're beyond counting. They're running in every, to every horizon. They're running through you. Sort of, this doesn't feel like a place necessarily. It feels kind of like the inside of things. It feels like the inside of how things are connected. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. There's some part of you, probably your scholarly part of you, that sort of tries to name this thing, and into your brain pops the phrase "the Tangle."
Okay.
All right. So what you see, right? These threads, they carry more than distances. So it's not like necessarily you're traveling distances. You brush one, and sort of you taste a childhood in Silvermoon. And that is not your childhood, right?
Okay.
Another hums with a promise that someone made like 1,000 years ago, right? Okay. You can feel your companions out there. You don't know what they're doing, but they feel less like people and more like knotted lines, right? Favia is sort of twined into something green and falling, and Karen's line is running back through this sort of old, cold iron token, and Noodles is braided into some sort of guardianship that feels older than her name. And they pull you gently, and things about your colleagues that you were never told.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not making eye contact. These are all my notes, right? So every pull is some sort of like a temptation, right? Yeah. At the same time, as fascinating and as interesting as all this is, there's a wrongness to it, right? Threading through,
wrongness wrongness that like I shouldn't be privy to any of this, or
Something just feels wrong. You can't put
Yeah.
your finger on it, right? You can't put your
Okay.
finger on it, right? Sort of threading through this beauty is what feels almost like a rot, sort of a greasy gray-black current forcing itself down pathways that they were never meant to carry, right? So something doesn't feel natural, like there's like something's not supposed to be here. Is the feeling
Yeah.
that you get, right?
Okay.
And it's fraying these strands. It's straining the web until they sort of scream silently, right? You can just feel the tension in these threads. And whatever this is not the Tangle. It's not part of the Tangle. It's something foreign is being introduced into this experience you're having.
Yeah.
There's something being pushed through by hands that you don't understand, and you sort of recognize the smell. It takes a moment, but it smells a bit like the ash that you guys found. Right, the ash that's been covering that's covered the crates. You've been in and out, so you don't have a lot of cohesion here. The rest of your party perhaps knows more. Now, far off or very close, distance really doesn't mean much here, right? Something seems to notice you, right? It's almost like a mind that no longer thinks in words.
But it
Something that has
recognizes
been
time in the Tangle.
So something that it no longer thinks in words, more like it thinks in like exchanges and routes, and clearly it feels like it's been there a long time, but it feels like it's reaching out to you, right? And
Does it feel like a
sort
person? Does it feel like an actual person, or does it feel like an object?
It feels familiar, and you go sort of cold because in your brain you think his Clavius,
Yeah. Right.
right? But this feeling, it's not anger. You're not feeling anger. It's you feeling that it's it's being patient, and it confuses you a little bit, right? And then there's this sort of this pull that you're feeling. Like, so the longer you drift, the more the web feels like a sense, and you've lost all track of time, so you don't know how long this has been going on. You only know that this feels longer than it has ever before, right?
Right.
Time seems arbitrary.
This time in the Tangle, it feels longer than it ever has.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It feels like something's finally connected, or something has reached out and gotten you and pulled you in, or whatever else. But like you've been sort of dipping in and out of this since you gazed into that pool, right?
Yeah.
And you feel like it would be really easy to just stop being Nick and simply just become knowledge, as messed up as that feels, right?
Yeah.
It's sort of thinking in terms of connections is starting to feel a little bit more natural than just thinking has in the past when you've thought things through, right? And this makes you feel scared. This feels like danger, but it doesn't feel like danger. It feels like clarity. So you're super confused, right? And sort of I think finally, when it sort of there's this idea of the tether, right, that you're sort of wrapping your head around. So you're there, but you're not gone, and something keeps sort of pulling you back to your body, right? So as much as your mind travels these threads, you keep coming back to your body. And a candle at the temple bedside, and a voice that you almost recognize is if you hear someone reaching out from you. And I'm trying to think of how to phrase this. This one's hard. So you started this journey carrying this text, this forbidden knowledge, this thing that you weren't supposed to know, but you were knowing, and you haven't thought about it in quite some time. but you feel that somehow that is deeply connected to what's happening to you now, whether it was meant to be or an accident. All of that stuff is entwined. And there's this path that you feel like you should take, but you don't feel like you're prepared to take, that might be tied to the document.
Yeah.
And where you need to be is often a distance. And just as you start to wrap your head around it, you're yanked violently backwards, and all of this starts to fly past you and past you and past you. And you wake up with a start, and you're sitting in bed. And Sister Veska is talking to you. Is it Veska? Not Veska. I forgot her name. I'm confusing her name. That's not Veska.
It's not. It's one of the sisters that I've been staying in the place with.
Yeah, it's the one with Sister Vani.
But I don't.
Sister Vani. Yeah, Sister Vani is there, and she's been praying to Lathandrel, her god, for you to return to her. And whether this has anything to do with it or not, you wake up and you sit up in the start, and you're in bed. And everyone, you can unmute. Or you can
We're ready. We're back.
We're back whenever Mark's back.
Okay.
So, Fabia, you're getting ready to exit the shop, and Veska goes white, and she said, "Your friend's back."
Okay. Would you like to meet him?
And Veska's like, I think this time should be spent with you, and I'm going to study this. I'm going to study this journal a bit, but I felt him. I felt him return.
Okay. We'll go check on him. Thank you.
Awesome. And I'm going to turn on. Is Mark coming back? Did anyone see?
Oh, I haven't seen him.
I will WhatsApp him real quick. Just give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Awesome. So why don't we, while we wait for Mark to return, because I don't want to do any more with just with everyone missing. Fabia, feel free to make your way to Nick. You know where he is?
Yes.
All right. So I'll let you guys do that. I'm going to check to make sure that our pizzas have that I ordered are arrived, and so I'll take a quick break here and ping Mark. Let him know that it's time to come back. Right back.
Sweet.
I can't move.
Or I will stay right here because Mark just rejoined us.
And
Hello,
I
Mark.
can't
All right.
move.
I'm going to turn us back into wander mode, so you can now wander.
Okay.
All right. So Fabia, you know what you know. You can share with the rest of the team when you get outside. Role play.
I don't remember the lady's name.
Veska.
Lady Veska.
Veska. I'll share that Lady Veska just said Nick is awake. We need to go check on him.
Oh, okay.
Let's go.
Let's do that.
Ooh,
don't
that is a
remember. Is
good
that up?
martini.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's right across the street from the cathedral.
Yeah.
Making a beeline.
Did you get the word Veska from Star Trek? Wasn't there a Veska
Yeah, she was a horrible person.
in Voyager?
Yeah. She was a turncoat, right?
Yeah. She was a Maquis. Yeah.
Yeah, she was a McKee. Pretended
Nick
to be
is-
pregnant. I can't.
Nick
I
is
don't know
actually
if my-
next to us, but he's not really.
I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah.
where.
Nick, Nick's leaving this level.
No,
I'll-
I'm on. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
right here.
I moved you for you.
Oh, okay. I
Ew.
think I was moving. I think I was trying to move the wrong person. My bad.
All right. Tell me when you guys are upstairs, and I will load the second story.
It's right
Upstairs.
here, right?
Wait a minute.
Well, I'm going in here.
No,
Yeah,
we're
he's at the
going
temple.
across from the cathedral, not back to ours.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
going to the upstairs in the temple merchant.
Oh, I got to keep going down the street.
Yeah. I lost Zippy. This is a pain in the butt.
It is.
Well, and when both of us are together, I can't do like the dragging. I have to
Where
do
is
it like
he?
individually.
All right, I moved Zippy forward for you.
Okay.
He's going like, yeah, all right, man, I'm going to a church, but I can't go up in this. No.
Okay,
I'm
well, how come I
staying-
can't
I'm
drag myself?
Oh man, this interface is a drag.
Literally.
Yeah, I made that joke.
There we go.
We can't make ice until tomorrow night.
Why can't you make ice till tomorrow night?
We got a new one that's it's
Like a
Shade.
countertop one?
crunchy. Yeah, we had one, but it was bullet ice, and this is like smushy, chewable nuggets.
Zippy wouldn't have any sort of feelings about going in this room, would he?
Yes. He
Okay.
absolutely would. They sell religious artifacts that he does not jibe with. So he's like, I'm gonna hang down here. I'm gonna take about 10
I
feet
actually feel
back.
like, if I'm honest, I feel like he would want to go hang out with the crazy lady.
Is that where you wanted to go? You can tell. You can tell him
Yeah.
to do that.
I'll be like, why don't you go hang out with the crazy lady? You seem to like her.
All right, I just flew all this goddamn way, and I'm gonna fly all the way back down here. Good
Go
thing
have
I've got a
fun.
big monitor.
Go have fun playing with the people.
All right, so he's in. He's like, hey, Veska, what up?
Yeah,
And then
what I'm
that's
like. I
the
feel
end
like
of Zippy.
that's his people.
Is everybody upstairs?
I'm working on it.
All right. You know, that was too video game. I should have just warped you guys to the frickin' second story. I don't know why I made you walk all the way there and do it yourselves. Especially since you now all have 2 characters on that level.
Sadist.
Say this what you want.
Right.
All right. So you guys are all upstairs. You see Nick sitting up in bed, in a cold sweat. He's pale as a sheet. His eyes are human again. They're warm. His lips are parched, right? And you can see, where they've been dabbing the sponge and giving him food, but it's not like having a good drink. So you're super parched, Nick. Your tongue is dry. Your eyes are open wide. And you see all of your colleagues appear around you. Kind of like the Wizard of Oz. You were there, and you were there, and you were there. All right, so I'm turning it to you guys. I'm not. Oh, I gotta make him not unconscious anymore. So you guys role play.
So I see you're up. What's going on?
I'm very tired.
Me too. Is there anything you can tell us about what's been going on? Where you been?
Nothing that I already haven't told you.
And Bing, I'm gonna have you roll an insight check real quick. request roll. A, to see if it works. Just in the chat. Hopefully I fix everything. So you can decide if you say anything or not, Mark, but you're not buying that he's told you everything he's experienced. You don't feel like he's being genuine.
You know, you can tell me. I'm not gonna. I'm not going to. You know, do any harm to you, regardless of what you've been experiencing.
I don't know what I have seen. I've seen everything and nothing. I have experienced everything and have no answers for it.
And Nick,
do you feel like
even now hold on one second. And Nick, as you're talking, you still feel tendrils pulling on you. Go ahead, Mark.
Say, you ever get that feeling where there are like tendrils pulling on you? Sorry.
No,
I'm not going to say that.
No, but you guys can see that he's here, but he's struggling to stay.
What can we do to help you stay? Do you have any guesses?
It's not in anybody's control. That much I do know. I've tried.
Well,
The whole time I have been gone, I've been trying to control this, and I can't. I can't control what is being shown to me. I can't control whether or not I stay or go. I can't. I can't.
Have you been seeing images or feelings of the same person over and over, or is it different people?
It's not any one. It's not any one person. It's everyone.
Like including me? Or just people that you don't know?
It's everyone.
So what do you know about the Tangle?
And Nick, you're the hairs on the back of your neck stand up.
How do you know about that?
we just met a lady who told us that you were awake. She went white and said, "Your friend's awake."
Who is she?
She's down the street at her
I need to know who she is.
boot.
The
She's a former associate of
Associate.
Hisclavius.
And Valise.
And it sounds like Hisclavius doing a lot of, correct, no longer working with him since he's a lich now, and I don't think he was a lich when.
How do you know she's former?
I mean, she told us, and we believed her.
Neat.
Because we're a trusting lot.
No, didn't we do a perception or something?
I feel like we did, but
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you did an insight, but that's still a gut feeling.
Frankly, the thing is that she seems scattered enough that she's like probably not quite capable of deception with this stuff. That was the impact that I got. But the interesting part is she knew, so I think she's aware of some sort of link here, and she would not stop talking about the Tangle. And
And
it seems like that word has an effect on you. So what? Tell me what you're feeling.
It's-
Tell me.
That's the first time that I've been able to actually put a name to what it is that I feel.
The Tangle?
Yes.
and if I remember correctly, the Tangle was what his Clavius was using to try to get to everybody and to travel. And he probably is still using it.
Have you sensed him in this Tangle?
I don't know. I do know there is one entity while I am in this that is watching me regardless of where I am in time and space. In the Tangle. That is able to watch my every move. Every thought. Everybody else's thoughts. Our thoughts.
And that's why you're not speaking any further.
She also
Got it.
knew what the stuff in the shipments were. The resin, the ash. We asked her to try to help us get you untangled from the Tangle.
Is she here?
Yeah. You'd dig her shop. You would like where she's at.
Yeah. It is your kind of place.
It is 100% your place.
What do you say?
Shh.
Shall we go?
Do you need some food?
Yeah, let's get you some victuals.
I don't want to go anywhere.
Okay. Do you need food? Do you need us to bring or let the lady know?
Yeah, while you were talking, the sister went downstairs. And if you need food, on her way out, she said, like, let me know what I can do to help your friend.
Get some food and water into this boy.
I need food and water.
So,
Is there anything you can think of that would help us help you stay here instead of being pulled back? Anything?
As we talk right now, I am being pulled back.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm going to have the three of you roll an insight check real quick, just to get a gut check for this conversation. All right, so Noodle, you feel like Nick is sort of being above board. Fabia and Cyrus, it's clear that Nick has been through a lot, and that he's doing his best to sort of stay focused. But you get the feeling that he's continually being pulled away. You see his eyes. You can almost see his eyes dilate, and those moments where it feels like he's being pulled back away out of Nick. So the two of you aren't sure how much you should defer to Nick and let Nick make his own choices versus how much you need to take Nick and guide him where he needs to be.
We're going
right.
to see
So you have, Yeah, it's
I
like it's almost
hear-
like think of it's like a parent with dementia, right? Like, can they make their own choices or not? Right? Maybe. And Nick, you feel the tension between you, Favia, and Bing. Noodle is like, hey, what's up, buddy? Are you okay? Right, but the other two are like a little bit more like a combination of concern and what will this mean? What does this mean to sort of what we now know? Because you all know things that you haven't shared with each other.
I think we should get you some food and see how you feel.
We also need.
So I'm gonna motion to the sister to get him some food and water. Or
Right.
go down.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was gonna. While we're waiting for that, there are things. Whatever this entity is that keeps pulling me out, pulling me in. It is powerful enough to know that we have not told each other everything about each other. And I know that.
I'm not going to make you roll, but passively,
We need
I
to
ask the table, do you know what he means? Do you know what he means when he says that?
we need to know each other. I mean, really know each other.
Like have sex with each other? Is that like?
Man, if Skylar were here
How
right now,
about you start?
Tyler is missing his favorite episode.
Right?
yeah, Skylar would already be in Karen. Oh, hi, Steven.
Cyrus
God.
Bing does not know man yet.
No, look. So, Nick, you haven't felt this way since Neverwinter, when
Sounds-
you had to decide whether you shared a note with your friends or not. So you feel like the trust that you had built up over this time has. There's a chasm between Nick and the rest of the party, or at least Nick and Favia and Bang. Not so much Noodle.
So, okay.
Ready? Okay.
2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, a peso.
A peso. I knew you were gonna say that. All for Zorro.
Stand up and say so. So I'm casting Zone of Truth.
Oh, shiz.
You need to do that.
I lie. Oh boy, this episode went Dr. Phil fucking fast. You are not the father.
Oh my god.
It's time for an intervention.
All right, cast it.
Well, shit, I gotta remember what my backstory is. Hold on.
I don't think there's anything.
Only if you're in the zone. All of your backstories
shit,
are.
No, I can't. God damn it. I don't
So
have
all of your
backstory.
backstories are in your notes, by the way. Just so you know, in the notes tab, all your backstories are there. You are welcome.
Thank you.
So, okay, so I take that back. I don't have it prepared, so I cannot.
Oh boy, you gonna fake it?
Sure.
I'll allow it if you want to. If you want to fake it, see if Nick knows, it'll be a deception roll.
Yeah, let's do it. In nomine Patri et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
All right. Give me one moment. Skill, deception. We're gonna make this one cinematic. Oh shit. Yeah. So Nick, this isn't. So the way we're gonna do this is this isn't like spell level tell the truth, but you feel compelled to tell the truth. Does that make sense? So your truths don't have to be completely truthy, but you know that his Clavius did this. He didn't say why he's doing it, but he's done this to you. And as far as you know, he's cast the truth.
He has to be more
Cone of truth.
truthy than lie.
Yeah. But it's not an absolute. It's not like the spell. It's not an absolute because you've been deceived into thinking that you have it. So I think it's like a placebo. So he doesn't just start vomiting out information. You have to ask him some questions.
Which makes sense because he's.
This
and I'm gonna have
finds me as much as it does everyone else. So
and I'm gonna have him re-roll every 2 questions.
Okay.
And as soon as he succeeds, he's out of the truthy.
Are you trying to protect us by concealing the truth from us?
Yes.
Okay, look. So another question I have is
You don't have to ask yes or no questions.
okay, yeah. What do you think we should do in order to make it through this? The thing is that if you were pulled back again, that this hurts us just as much as it hurts you.
It's not. It's not hurting me per se.
Okay.
It feels like I am a very small puzzle piece in a much I am a very small piece, but I am important somehow.
Do you know how?
I think it has something to do with. I don't know how. I think it has something to do with the deal we made with Asclavius. As far as keeping an eye on us, I am a way that he can keep an eye on us. Maybe. Again, like I am being kept as much in the dark as you guys are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't reveal stuff to you.
But again, the things that I may know, if I am close to it, if I tell you and I am close to the answer, it puts all of us and all the things that we are doing in jeopardy.
Gotcha. Why do you think he would let us have part of the Wayfinder?
To toy with us, maybe. It feels like he knows everything that we're doing. Like it feels like he knows everything that we're doing. It feels like he knows everything that we know, even the things that we haven't told each other.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about that. So, what in particular are we getting at here?
So, do you remember the letter?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to tell you that. And I told you anyway. I don't think I'm the problem.
Say more.
No one ever thinks they're the problem.
I'm saying he has given me a glimpse into things that you guys know that you have not told me. That we have not told each other. I don't know what those are.
What have you seen that you don't understand that you think with keeping from you?
They have shown me glimpses. I have been shown things about the images I see come in vague nuance. They come in lines. They're a taste, a smell. When I am in the Tangled, it is like I am on a train to nowhere. I have no idea where I am going. I'm just being shown things. And by shown, I mean I will smell something, taste something, hear something that aren't my memories. They're somebody else's.
Like
And you're
what?
sure you know them?
They come at me a million miles a second. So they're being shown me so quickly that I can't necessarily like a smell from the past of somebody that was like a young person in a house. I've seen a tapestry like wrapped in yarn. I can't remember some of the images.
Well, look at your chat. I think I gave you some guidance just based on our conversation. Hopefully, you got whispers from me.
Oh yes, I did. It's like trying. Yeah, it's. Sorry. I feel like I'm seconds away from being pulled back in. Every second, even as I'm talking to you now.
Then why do you think you woke up, that you were able to get away?
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't able to get away. It was like I was allowed to wake up. And this time in particular, I've been in it for so long that I essentially was just trying to learn about any of the images that are being shown to me. But it's like trying to remember a dream.
All right,
They're
I'm going
like
to do a quick.
millisecond images of smells, tastes, thoughts.
And Fabia roll. There we go.
I'm working on it.
So Nick, as Nick is explaining this to you, you all realize that he's not so much trying to hide something from you as he's unable to articulate what the fuck has been happening to him.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I mean, I don't think that erodes. I don't think that rebuilds all of the trust that feels fragile, but I think that at least it's sort of a bit of a get out of jail free momentarily, to be like, he's having a hard time wrapping his head around what the hell's been going on.
Where is this person that you've been talking to?
Let's go see him.
She's at the Crooked Compass.
Down
Are
by
you
the-
feeling up
He's
to
been-
going?
Yes, he's been passed out for most of the. He doesn't know anything about the Crooked Compass. Just
No,
as a
but
reminder.
Put him in like a cart.
He's
cart or
down at
something.
the
Where are we?
Oh yeah, that's a good
That's
point.
shit. Where are we? Teshwave?
We're in Teshway.
We're in Teshway.
Disney, Disneyland.
Have we left
No.
where?
Have we left from the first time this happened?
No.
Yes. Wait.
Yeah, this
oh,
is the second
yeah,
place.
wait,
We haven't left Touchwave.
You haven't
No.
left Tash Wave. No, you passed out. You woke up. You passed out again. We put you up here.
I'm glad this is so nonchalant. How many days have I been?
Ouch.
One,
I mean,
two.
It's unknowable.
It's one in game time.
How you guys are trying to tell me what time of day it is and where we are is the exact same way I've been trying to remember what I can tell you about what I have experienced and where I have been.
Right.
We're in Tash Wave. You've been asleep about a day.
I've been in the Tangled. Apparently.
Yes.
We arranged for a caregiver for you to keep an eye on you while
Thankfully,
we're
yes.
exploring the town and trying to get more information. We found a lovely lady who's right up your alley. You would love her shop. Second we
And
walked in,
just-
we're like, this is Nick's place.
Veska is her name. Just you would
Veska.
remember that.
I kept wanting to say Vespa, and I knew it was wrong. Her name is
Yeah.
Veska. She may freak out when she sees you. I'm not gonna lie. She may.
She won't know if she's freaking out. I mean, after
Yeah,
You
I
might have
mean-
Tangle written all over you.
Yeah. She didn't like the fact that I was holding the resin and the ashes and everything. She sensed it the second I walked in her shop.
So, can we get some food for Nick, and then let's
Yeah,
take him
I
to
did.
the-
I did ask the sister to get
Yeah,
it.
and,
So
and,
hopefully.
Sister Vonnie, as you sort of are talking about the food, Sister Vonnie walks upstairs with a tray of spring water and some fruits, a little bit of bread, a little bit of cheese, something that looks like hummus, maybe a Teshway version of hummus. I am so hungry, you guys. I haven't had dinner, so I'm not going to describe the food in detail. But and she sets it on the bed because Nick's been sitting up. She sits it on the bed next to Nick and says, hey, you've been down for about 24 hours or so. So go easy, take small bites, lots of liquids, don't try to gobble it up no matter how hungry you are. Pace yourself.
Tackle the tray on my bed and proceed to just take handfuls of stuff and shove it in my mouth.
Easy, Tiger.
Oh no, I love this.
And
This is
I'm
great.
just,
Hold
like,
on.
eating frantically, and I'm as if I have come from a long journey and halfway through that journey have ran out of food and water.
I love this. All right,
And
so let's do this.
what?
Roll me an athletics check, my friend.
I feel like the sister's gonna slap the shit out of your cake.
So Nick, you look, sister in the eye, and you're like, thank you, but I'm okay. And you're getting the food. You're putting the amount of water that you need. It's soaking. It's almost like you're like in a hot dog eating contest, right? You're soaking the breads, and you're
Yes.
good. And you're feeling pretty good, right? Again, it's been 24 hours. So it's not like your stomach is shrank and you forgot to eat, right? But yeah, the whatever you went through exhausted you. You feel like you've run a marathon and you need to carb load. To
And I
Nick
just
being
look
awake.
over- I look over to Fabia and I say, like in the middle of me eating, like, to your point about waking up, I have not slept in 24 hours.
All right, that's fair.
Okay.
What was the sister's name?
Vonnie, Sister Vonnie.
I look over at Bonnie and I'm
Vonnie, do you guys have a
sorry
cart?
that I am horrifying you, but to your contradiction, I have not slept or eaten in 24 hours.
Gotcha.
Are you able to walk? Or should we find a cart or something to help you?
I can use my
Staff.
quarterstaff. Yeah. Use my
Oh yeah,
quarterstaff.
and here's Sister Vonnie. You probably were picturing an elderly woman.
A little bit.
Cute.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dang. Karen, I'm shocked Karen hasn't tried to.
Maybe
Karen
respecting
wasn't up
the
there.
cloth.
Skylar was up there.
Oh, yeah.
So she's young, but she's, you know, she's on the righteous path. So Sister Vonnie.
Right on.
Are we going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sister Vonnie says, will your friend be? Will you be leaving? Should I keep the bed for him?
Keep the bed
it's
for
just-
him, please.
Keep the bed.
All right. Well, then I will. Nick, we've never talked. But I've fed you. I've prayed for you. I've spent time with you. And as you know, as a sister who cares deeply about everyone, but especially in my attachment with you, Nick, I've told you stories that I've not told anyone else. I want to encourage you to take a bath because it feels like you've worn this armor for quite some time, and I feel like you might have a little rash or some skin rot going. I'm not sure what's going on under there, but every once in a while, when the wind was blowing just right, the breeze was coming through. I just felt that maybe as soon as I could talk to you, I would say you might want to take a bath. Bless
There
you.
you go. Hosing down.
Yeah, and you guys,
Um,
like Nick hasn't showered since I believe the mines. Like maybe
Probably.
We've wiped him off. We've made changes.
Yeah. But as
But-
Favia pointed out, Nick can't take his armor off without repercussions.
Right.
Wait, what?
I gently take her hand and I go, "Thank you for looking out for me."
Bless you, Nick. Melathandrol, is that right, Mark? Lathandrol?
Lathander.
Lathander. May Lathander smile upon you. May the
Thank you.
seed of your loin be fruitful in the belly of your woman. Okay, that was probably the most obscure reference to. So, does anyone know what that's from?
I don't know what it's from though, but I've heard you say it before a long
Yeah,
time.
It's,
Yes.
it's from the young ones.
Oh,
Oh.
yes. Now that you've said that.
Oh, and by the way, I thought that Noodle, David, Alicia, I thought you would appreciate that Audrey and I have watched the IT crowd, and
Oh,
she
God.
about peed her pants when they got to the I'm disabled. So,
Nice.
yeah, we watched that whole run. Her and I do daddy-daughter comedies. Right now we finished that, and now we're watching Better Off Ted. And if you haven't watched Better Off Ted, it is amazing.
Right.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, so Sister Vonnie is like, your bed will be here when you need it, but do please let us know when it's available because many people are sick. I don't know if you know this, but people have come here sick, and many more are just going missing.
Do you know why?
And she says, she looks at you and she said, talk to Father Mar for details. He keeps a ledger of those who have gone missing and those who have been sick. But I don't know. Some people have blamed this black cult group. Others think that savages are dragging people into the woods. There's all manner of boogeyman in Teshwave right now, and I will say that the darker souls are taking advantage of that.
Okay, well let's make haste.
Yeah.
All right. So are you guys heading back downstairs to? Because we're gonna fast travel there this time,
Let's do it.
Yes.
unless you want to
Forget
walk
compass.
all the way
Nope.
all the way back.
Sure don't.
Okay, give me one moment.
Sure
I
do
will pull you
not.
there. And here's this, and here. And are all of you going to the same place?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. BRB. So that would be Thing, Fabia. Zippy's already there. Nick. And the nude. All right, let me bring you guys back.
Soon as I am within range of Zippy, I'm gonna let him know we're heading his way.
Awesome. So you guys walk, and I dropped you outside of the crooked compass. So to your stage right, I believe it's stage right, right? That's the right of the actor looking towards the audience. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right
So
hand of
stage
that.
right is the crooked compass, and stage left is the river exchange, which at some point you wanted to visit. Now, as you walked by, Jorge, yesterday was like, yay, and earlier was like this. He looks a little bit more stoic, a little bit more concerned, and he's like, he's like slowly waving and is in the door. And as you can share this with Mark when he comes back, but as you walk by, he heads out and doesn't know who Nick is, but Noodle, he passes you and he says, I'm gonna be at the South Markets. Come find me when you have a moment. And then he heads to the South Markets. All right, so you guys are outside between the Crooked Compass and the River Exchange counting house. You do you.
We lost David. His phone just crapped out.
I just thought he was being very still. Maybe he's in the Tangle.
No, his phone. Did you lose battery? Okay.
En Espanol? Bateria? Is that right? Bateria? I just made that up.
We think his phone crashed.
When I was in high school, I was convinced I could go to France and pretend to be French because I could make up French sounding words. Things
How'd
like,
it work out, Tom?
yeah, not well. I went to France and I said, "C'est je l'étais, je ne t'aime." And that did not work for me. Yeah, they're like, "See you later." You know what I mean? With an obnoxiously horrible American accent. No, but yeah. So it's weirding me out that David's not moving. It's freaking me out, man. All right, so the rest of you, David, he comes in and out of consciousness, so he'll join us when he can.
Oh God.
Are you heading back? You can head back into the shop. Like I just put you between the two shops. Do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go in.
I'm gonna bring up the rear. I don't think he needs to be very last because can we usher him in?
Yep.
Yeah, I can bring him in.
Yeah, let's go in.
Wait, which one are you going to? Are you going to the compass or are you going to the counting house?
Compass. Which is the compass?
To stage right or
Stage-
west?
I mean-
To the west. West. We'll use west. How's that? West.
Okay.
Yes.
I thought
So,
this
Nick-
was the countdown. Never mind. All right.
So Nick walks in and immediately Veska's like, Nick, you've been touched by the Tangle. We must talk.
Oh,
I can't
nice.
see the whole place.
And in front of her, you see she's feverishly going through the journal, like she's flipping through it, and Zippy's across, almost distracting, telling her stories of there was one time this guy just like we had a big plan and he just threw his fucking bomb right in the room and blew things up and it was bad. I didn't hear. What did you say to Zippy?
I said, shut it, Zippy.
Zippy looks at you, he's like, "You're not the boss of me. What the fuck? Who do you think you are? I do not report to you."
Be gone.
Hi, Zip.
So Zippy looks at you, Fabi, and he's like, "You gonna let him talk to me this way? After all I've done for you? Lifting tarps, looking at shit,
I'm
sneaking
sorry.
around."
I was just joking around.
I appreciate your evil, and someday you and I will have that discussion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when Nick gets back, ironically, Nick is never here during the moments when it would be funny for Nick to be here. But you're in the room.
On it.
Yeah, I know he's got it. It's a lot of pressure. Matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do real quick? Let's use this as a moment for all of us to do. Where is it? Maybe I don't have it mapped. I was going to take a bio break. I haven't pushed the bio break button in forever. Is it still a thing?
It is, I think.
Well,
Yeah, because I think Steven uses it all the time.
yeah, I don't think I mapped it on mine because I have so many things. Yeah, there you go. Bio. Thank you. So I'm going to take a bio break. I'll be right back. I'm using.
Okay.
All right.
David, do you want to log on to Discord on my phone? Okay. I'm gonna.
Yes. Okay. I have to share this. This is the weirdest thing. All right. So, being that sometimes you just want a bite of cake or something. And yeah, there's like Morgan too, but that's not enough cake worthy. Either you eat, well, I wouldn't, my husband would eat all of it, or so I watched this little short and I tried it. It's 3 tablespoons of any cake mix or brownie mix and 2 tablespoons of milk. Whip it up, like a little whisk it, you put it in the microwave for a minute. And I swear to you, it's like a half of a coffee cup full of just a little bit of cake.
This is a revelation.
Tell you.
Holy shit. So what do you microwave it in?
I do it in like coffee mug.
Okay.
And it like if this were it would only be like this big. So it's not a lot, but it's just that like little sweet. I couldn't believe it worked. We've done it with carrot cake and we've done it with chocolate cake. It worked.
Wow.
Unreal.
I'm on board. I've got to try
Done
this.
what? What did you do?
It's 3 it just said it's 3 tablespoons of cake mix or brownie mix. And I put it in a little coffee mug. And then 2 tablespoons of, I did milk. They just said liquid, but I'm like, why not milk? Creamy. You just whisk it real good and you put it in the microwave for 1 minute. And you get this little, just enough for like a little sweet.
That's sweet. I saw a thing where you can make a cake. You take any box cake and you mix it with 1 can of soda, any soda that you like, and it makes like pretty incredible like cake.
Soda?
But still,
Yeah,
that's a whole
like-
entire cake. We you don't
Yeah.
eat a whole,
Well, couldn't you do that and then just put it in the refrigerator, and whenever you wanted it, just put a couple of teaspoons and then make a little mini cake, whatever you wanted?
Yeah, but I like mine. It's just a little coffee mug, done. And the lady put like a Hershey's Kiss in hers, like just stuck one down in the middle to have it like a lava situation. I couldn't believe it worked, but I thought I'm gonna try it.
That's genius.
Yes.
Audrey does a weird thing where she takes milk and Oreos and mashes them up together and then microwaves it into some sort of like an Oreo brownie.
I think that's like the same. Yeah, I'm telling you, just a little something. It was good.
I remembered the other day that you can microwave an egg to make a fried egg.
Oh yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
I'm kind of poached.
how do
Yeah.
you do that?
I do that when I'm making my McDonald's breakfast sandwiches.
Well, yeah, you
Yeah.
crack it and then, but how do you, it doesn't get crispy though, does it?
No, it's
Yeah.
more
Oh,
like
no.
poached for me.
Or puffy?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't get like that see-through tan crisp, but it gets firm.
Oh, yeah, I've done it. I've just whipped an egg, like almost like a scramble, and put it in a bowl. but I've never just not cut the yolk up.
Yeah.
All right. So, what is it looking like Nick's ETA is? Should we move on without him, or?
His headset's dead.
Yeah.
David, do you want to use my AirPods? They're in my office.
You. I have to say you.
What?
They're your
I don't
ears.
think I can put. I don't think I can put someone's ear pods in my ears. I can't wear someone's shoes.
Ah,
Like Michelle will put on the flip flops of anyone's like William. I cannot do that.
Put
interesting.
you on the shoes, but
It's your
my
ears.
husband's Here.
Yeah. Did you find them? Oh, okay.
All right, so I'll throw you some options. So Veska looks up at you and she's like, "Hey, I haven't learned anything yet. Good to see your friends. Good. I'm going to continue to study this book, and feel free to look around the shop. There's not a lot of things that are ready. I can get things for you if you need anything specific or whatever else. But but just look around and just let me know if you need anything." And by the way, Fabia, thank you for sending Zippy in. It was weirdly distracting but funny. And for the record, yes, I have considered the path of evil, and as you know, I chose no.
No. I know. Luckily, he's not a hard sell. Zippy.
Well, he would have
Selling
loved
the
his
path.
Clavius, that's for sure.
Yes. Do you have to double tap the front? I thought you were connecting them to your phone.
Poor Nick. He doesn't get to play ever. He spends half of his time passed on to mashed potatoes or unconscious. And when he does play, he has tech support issues.
That is kind of the worst.
Assiding, I'm kind of talking to
I
Cyrus.
will do that.
Was she talking to Zippy or us about just looking around? And is she avoiding Nick, or is that just me?
Hello.
Hey,
Sorry, everything decided to die on me all of a sudden.
Hey, we've had those days.
Yeah, we have.
It gave me an excuse to get a piece of pizza, though, so,
Oh, nice. What's good pizza up there by you guys?
None. Although, I mean, there's okay. Like Via Mia's okay, but it's not like, what I grew up with, like Rick's Pizza or Pizza King or...
Right.
But you can't play Pizza King. You can eat Pizza King pizza without playing, Dragon's Lair.
mm-hmm.
Fair.
Or Crystal Castles or Track and Field.
Gotcha.
That is good times. Good times.
That's a memory. They had good, amazing hoagies. Remember the ham and cheese sandwiches?
Oh, yeah. Those are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Those are my favorite.
And they're still open, are they not?
I would not be able to tell you. I would kill for a piece of Rick's Pizza and ham and cheese from Pizza King. But honestly, although the Pizza King pizza was good too. It was almost like a weird frozen pizza.
Yeah, it was its own
Oh,
animal.
yeah.
It's the
Is that one of those entities where, like, you get a nice gourmet, like, frozen pizza and then you bake it yourself, or is that something else?
No, something else.
Okay.
It was a regular pizza place, but their mode of pizza was very unusual.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't even know.
all
what to
the-
call it.
Well, I mean, starting with, it was the crusts were thin and crispy,
Mm-hmm.
and all of the meats were crumble.
Yeah, they're all ground.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing all this came in packages, right? So like, this probably wasn't like fresh ingredients, whatever. But it was amazing, and the sauce was zesty. So, anyway,
Oh, I like zesty sauce, for sure.
I like zesty. All right, Nick. So you walk in, And I don't know if you heard me say this, but Veska looks at you and she's like, Nick, you've touched the Tangle.
What is the Tangle?
I don't know. That
do you
was
know
what his
about it?
Clavius. I know that I got close enough that I think it fried my brain a little bit. What I know is from working with his Clavius, and that is that the Tangle is almost like a network.
Yes.
It is neither good nor bad. It's not good or evil. It just is.
Yes.
I'm not convinced it should be trifled with. And once it's been touched, you can't untouch it. I've tried. You can't untouch it. What brought you back? I felt you. I felt a thread to you. Tighten.
You go into the Tangle?
Oh my God, no. No. Not since his Clavius. I'm Veska.
Have you been in the Tangle before?
I think. I don't know. I have been not here but here. I have been there but not there.
And I just turned to the group. Sound familiar?
All right. I'll cut you some slack then.
Wow, that was didn't know where you were going with that, Nick, but that was quite the exclamation point on that sentence. Yeah, Veska, Veska, looks at you like it is for those who have not touched the Tangle, it is unknowable. But my biggest concern is that it seems that the Tangle is leaking through you and contaminating this world. And no one has told Nick what's been happening.
Oh yeah. By the way.
Wait a minute. Did we
What
not?
are
when
you
he
talking?
dropped
And I just look
Yeah,
at
so
her
Nick-
and like, what are you
before
talking
the mashed
about?
potatoes?
Yeah, Nick is like super, like he's like, what the fuck?
So, if we left you or dragged your body somewhere, gently, of course. We're not savages. But the grass around you would die. And
Are we
yeah,
sure?
so sort of like this corruption kind of leaking off of you while you're in the Tangle, I guess.
And Nick, as they say this, I'm not going to give away any details because that's for you. But I will just say, this something that you experienced suddenly makes sense.
Oh, the feeling of wrong.
Do you say that out loud?
Yes.
And Veska, as you say the feeling of wrong, Veska's like, yes. The wrong, the nothing, the nothing, it's leaking, it's killing, it's infecting.
Does he know?
Who are you asking? Are you asking her that?
Veska, yeah.
Does who know?
His Clavius.
And she gets silent and she says, I don't know if he's part of the wrong or part of the solution. His Clavius, his intent was to understand the Tangle, and for a long time I thought he was mad and this did not exist and it was just folly, but his intentions were initially good, but from what I understand, that's not his Clavius that you met. And I will never forgive him for what he did to Valise. So Nick, only recently has she found out that Valise is not alive. She knows nothing else about it, just so you know.
I just tell her that she was a good person.
She was a good person. And in my heart, I know that she never stopped thinking she could save his Clavius. I begged her.
She's still there.
And she perks up and she's like, she's still alive?
No.
Your friends told me that she'd passed.
I can feel her in the Tangled.
And she gets very confused. A little bit of hope, a little bit of unsureness sort of crosses her face. And she doesn't dive in any deeper with you on that. She just accepts it. And she's fidgeting. You see her fidgeting with Valise's journal on the desk.
What do you make of her journal?
I've only had it for about an hour. I'm trying to read between the lines. There's a lot of notes. There's a lot of early on. It's but a love story between two people who are madly in love, and after the same outcomes. But as I've flipped through this, it seems that things are taking a turn. I'm going to need several days to go through this and really understand it. There's a lot of notes in the margins. There's a lot of code. I think this is code that her and his Clavius used. I haven't completely deciphered, but again, I've only had it for about an hour.
Did she ever try? Did she know about the Tangled?
The Tangle? I don't know. That I don't know, my friend. And just so you know who you're talking to, that's who you're talking to. She's covered in ink and symbols and quite the eccentric.
I've never seen somebody that looks like Michelle Pfeiffer, Emma Thompson, and who's
a fourth grader that just discovered the occult.
Devil Wears Prada. What's her?
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, Meryl. She looks like all three of those.
Oh, there you go.
Well, they probably illegally sourced her images. Yeah, she's definitely in her goth phase, that's for sure.
For sure.
But she's like, this. Like, I'm going through these journals. My trade. I'm a salvager. I find antiquities. I find oddities. And have tried to disconnect myself from my time with this Clavius, and here I am thumbing through this journal. It's going to take me some time.
I just put my hand on her hand, and I can't imagine. And I just say I can't imagine what you have been through, having known that couple. We mean no ill will, bringing them back up. We just want to know.
She does a little bit of a jerk because like a personal space for her is it's like she's not used to being touched.
Okay.
A little bit. She accepts it, but she feels very uncomfortable.
Okay.
With touch, and you pick up on that pretty quickly and sort of withdraw your hand.
Yeah,
but she does. You can tell that she appreciates the sentiment. And she says, "Well, I just hope that you stay with us for a while, and when you're not with us, that you find a way back."
Me too.
And she says, I've barely touched the Tangle, but his Clavius used to speak of leaving a trail of crumbs. I don't know what that means.
I'm understanding why he spent so much time in the Tangle. In the very small amount of time that I've spent with you.
Well, he used to joke that every time in you leave a little piece of you there. So, and what comes out may not be what you remember. So I doubt that you were the Nick that went into the Tangle.
Wow.
And it is now in game about 5:30. Sun is it's getting a little it's dusk outside. You know that shops will start to close around 8, just as a heads up. The rest of you know that at one point you wanted to head over to the River Exchange Counting House, and Noodle, Jorge had talked about meeting you at the markets at some point as well. And that's all I'm going to say about that. And that question is Alicia joining us again, or is she out?
I don't know. I'm at her computer right now, because I don't have a headset currently, or a way to communicate.
You guys could try turning on push to talk, and then just doing speaker mode, so you can both hear if you wanted to. I mean, or you can share a monitor that way. I'm just saying. In Discord, you can do push to talk instead of.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. And then I would just push to talk on my keyboard, and then just use.
Or you could just sit next to each other so she could see the game as well. Then you guys could both push to talk whenever you needed to. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I just don't want her to, like, at some point. So you know now, like, you're being brought up to speed a little bit on sort of what had happened with the Tangle and what they learned.
Yeah.
But there's this whole other thread of that they're trying to figure out, like all this ledger work and all that no one's told you about.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to tell you about it until they do.
Okay.
That they're trying to unpack. So there's about 10 different mysteries you're all trying to Scooby-Doo your way through.
Okay.
Or unless you would prefer Nancy Drew or Hardy Boys. I don't know what your or the Boxcar Kids. I don't know what's your mystery du jour.
Hang on, just a second.
Well, while I'm hanging on, Mark, do you remember in the 3rd grade reading the Boxcar Kids?
I did not read that.
I did.
I thought that was with Mrs. White.
It was, but I don't remember reading the Boxcar Kids.
Yeah. I don't know what brought that up, but it's this memory that I have of these kids who lived in a boxcar, and they found old plates to eat off of and food, and like, I don't know.
Nice.
It's pretty.
My own.
Romanticizing the hobo life.
I read all the time.
I didn't read. The first book I ever read, for real, I might have been either an 8th grader or a freshman in high school, and it was Miss Bianca and the Salt Mines, which was a rescuer's book.
Yeah.
And that book was the first book that I ever actually read. I think the second one might have been Hitchhiker's Guide, Mark.
Wow.
That's a big jump.
Holy cow.
Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't read. I was, turns out, dyslexic. Yeah. And reading still to this day, like when people are like, I read a book over the weekend, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I couldn't read a chapter over the weekend. Audiobooks are my savior, quite honestly. That's why I've been pushing my sister into not just playing Crimson Desert, but also reading the Dungeon Crawler Carl series.
Yeah, it's good, but I just gotta find. I don't do anything that just requires listening. So. God
damn it, donut. Anyway, all right. So now we got Alicia back. All right. So, Mark, I'm going to defer to you. You're leading. Let you wrangle these guys. You can have them tap each other out. Whoever is going to be playing. Your choices are hang at this bookstore, ask more questions, buy stuff, whatever. Don't forget, everybody's a vendor. Go across the way, the River Exchange Counting House, and then to the south. Jorge tapped Noodle and said, chat with me when you get a second.
For that, but
you want to do that, Noodle?
I don't want to go alone. I don't think that's a smart idea for anybody. But yeah.
Yeah. Right, you didn't get the impression that he meant for you to go by yourself.
Okay. Well, there we go. Here we are.
Are we done in the shop? I don't know what really happened. So. Okay.
And so he said the South Market, I think. South.
Yeah, and you see him down there.
Can you fast track us to Jorge?
I could, but he's literally right here.
Plus, who doesn't love that noise?
Yeah. And Jorge, as he sees you, right, here's a little narrative. Here's Jorge.
He's a good-looking guy too.
Yeah, everybody's attractive in GPT world. So he finds you. You know, he meets up with you in the water. There's grief on his face, which is at odds, because even when you guys were trying to untangle, sort of what was going on with the ledgers, he was pretty above board. But it turns out his friend Oren, who's a bent barge dockhand, seems to have asked one too many questions, where like as to where the sealed cargo is going, and then he was gone. And as you guys know, he's not the first person to disappear. So Jorge's like, I'm so glad. He spins around. He's like, I'm so glad. I should bring Nick down there. Hold on.
Wait, where are you guys? Is he not
Down.
Just go south.
Oh,
When
okay.
you
I
came
thought we
out,
were
should have
in
went
the-
to your right.
Oh, Nick's making his way. Oh, you went to the counting house. And yeah, and Stella's like, hey, oh, we'll talk to you later.
What's up?
Ring? Okay.
There you are. All right. Yeah. So Jorge's like, hey, you know, I'm not sure if it's related or not. But you know, I was passing the church and saw on Father Mars' ledger that my friend Oren has gone missing. And you know, Oren, I feel like this is my fault. I pulled him into this whole thing. I asked him about missing, you know, shipments and whatever else, and he said he would ask around. And the next thing I know, he's gone. He's just disappeared. And he's like, I know that you have a lot on your plate. But I don't know if there's any world where you can maybe help me find my friend. I don't know that this is all related or not related, but I did find this.
Where can I go asking around? Oh, and what did you find?
He said this is, you know, this is my minor investigation uncovered this. And he's like, the thing that caught my eye was the boar song, which is rumors of an orc camp to the north. And I will send you this. You know, he's like, I don't have any money, only a name, and the name scrawled in this ledger margin. But there are rumors of orcs up to the north. Please find my friend. And if he's alive, you know, you bring him home. I'm convinced they took him there. I don't know if this is related to this to the other cargo, the shipments, or whatever else. But something's not quite right.
You say to the north?
To the north.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes. So a little bit about Jorge, a little more deep. You know, he's as you know, he's a dock accountant, and he's helped Sella. He's broad-shouldered but sort of soft-handed, and you know, he was just trying to sort of crack the code of like what's going on with all these ledgers, and it turned out that now his friend is paying for this. He can't stop blaming himself. He found out this morning. This man is not a fighter, although he does have the physique of someone who could maybe, like, you know, drop some bombs. But he feels like he's out of moves.
So,
Well, that is definitely interesting information that I'd like to look into.
Jizz.
where can we ask around the same questions? So I wouldn't mind poking around and seeing who takes notice.
Well, I'll be honest with you. You don't look like a dock worker. You as if you poke around pretending to look for work, they're gonna know that you're full of it, so to speak.
Well, shit.
The counting house, I'm, and he says this in the hush hush. He's like, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that Corvin is above board. Someone is connecting these dock workers with contracts, and I don't believe it's anyone in the guild hall, right? And there aren't that many places that have their hooks into the books like we do. I mean, when Sela and I approached Corvin with discrepancies, we were met with annoyance.
Where does he live?
Where does he live? You mean where does he work, or where does he live?
Well, both.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He may live above the shop. I've never ventured up the stairs. But I don't know specifically where he lives. But you could ask him in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. Well, this is helpful.
Is it though? I don't feel like I've been helpful at all.
Well,
is there anything I don't expect you just to like, hey, Jorge says I should go like check out some orcs. I feel like I haven't given you much to go on.
How much more can you give us? I mean,
It's a lead or not, but worth thinking about.
Yeah, we don't really. Do we have anybody who could pass as somebody who's looking for dock work?
And I do have disguise self from one of the trinkets that I have. Where? Alicia? Where? What table?
No, the craft table.
He says, I will share for you. I will share this with you. Whether or not you can dress up as a dock worker, make sure that who you choose has calloused hands.
Right.
But also, we've not seen an orc in this town in most of my lifetime. So, if there are orcs to the north, they keep to themselves.
Gotcha.
Right. And I can tell you the as children, we would dare each other to venture up trails towards the orc camp. And I can direct you to the trailhead for that. But I've not been there myself, and nor do I know anyone who I can vouch for actually having ever been to the orc camp. It's something that parents talked about their kids with, be good or we'll drop you off the orc camp.
So we don't even know if it's real orc camp.
Well, what we know is that my friend is missing.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we don't even know that there's orcs.
And whatever this means, that was part of the, that was part of it was the boar song, right? The boar song, North Track, the boar song, right? And there was a rhyme when I was a child, and I don't completely remember it, but it was something like the North Track, never come back, the boar song, all's gone wrong. I can't quite remember. It wasn't a very happy tune, but kids.
Right. Well, where's the trailhead?
I'm just north of town. I can sketch for you a map that will take you to the trail if you are so inclined.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, where are your large friends?
They're doing large guy things.
Well,
Giant
one of the Goliath friend of yours could possibly pass as a dockhand. Don't see many orcs, like in this area as mentioned. So your green friend, well, hell, your green friend maybe knows of this camp.
You know?
Orcs be orcs, right?
We'll have
Orcs
to
is
ask-
orcs, as they say.
Hey, watch it.
Sorry. Yeah, so that's I wish I knew more. I just know, like
Can you give us a little map.
Right. So he sketches this crude little map, sort of off the trail that you guys came in on, a little farther to the east, and it's almost like a foot trail to the north. And sort of like this, like follow the trail this way is what it says. No sense of how far, but your gut tells you that if it were, right down the street, people would have like come upon these orcs. So, your guess is it's a little bit towards the mountains on the trail. So there you go.
Okay.
All right. It
Yeah,
is 9:50.
Yeah. So. Yes. So Jorge says, "Hey, I gotta head back to the exchange. I dipped out here just to have this conversation, out of the ears of Corbin, and Sella's aware of all of this, but there's nothing she can do to help. But if you need me, I will be in the counting house. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And
Thank you for your
service.
patronage." So yeah, so he sort of heads out. Somehow he heads out. It doesn't let me walk through you guys. Oh wait, there we go. Pac-Man mode. Yeah, he heads up to the compass. Help it close it down, and he's there, and that leaves you standing by the docks of the fish market. And we are at about 6 minutes left in this session. I am super surprised that that you were still talking to the same people, but. Nick, I did not expect to be here. I did not expect Nick to be here.
Yeah,
So-
I'm glad.
Yeah. I was glad
You threw a
to-
welcome wrinkle. Can I ask you, Nick, do you think you'll be here next week?
Probably not. Because Thursdays are my Fridays. So that's the crappy part. And my shift goes through the session and sometimes long after.
So I think at some point we should probably vote on if it seems like that's durable for you, we should probably move days.
Yeah.
I think Friday
So that
is
can-
probably the better day.
Yeah. I know that's not. I don't know how that's going to be for everybody because like.
Well, it's not. We don't do date nights or anything, so and if I do a date night, I prefer to not do it on a Friday with all the riffraff. But it really comes down to like the others. So we'll do a gather in the how you say the WhatsApp and figure it out from there.
Yep.
Yeah. So Mr. Leader Bing. So you guys are standing around. Jorge's left. The sound. It is now about 6:30 at night. Right.
There is something I wanted to say. Being to your, there was something that struck me about the Tangled when we were in the shop. She had mentioned that his Clavius had tried to understand the Tangled. Even though I understand that it is an impossible feat. The fact that it is an impossible feat to understand the Tangle. I understand the want to do so.
Gotcha.
And that's what frightens me, because I like magic. I like knowledge. And it could kill me wanting to know more. And wanting to understand it. And wanting to understand it.
We will set up some parental controls on your phone, so that you don't spend too much time on the Tangle, or watching Tangle reels, or watching Tangle talk.
Yeah, Tangle Talk. Oh my God, there you go. That's the app. That would be the wrong right there. That's the wrong, is it's like, TikTok is trying to take over the Tangle.
Yeah. And I'm sorry that I'm speaking in vagues, but the place that I go is very vague. I'm trying to do
Nick,
as much as I can.
And Nick, you're feeling you're feeling the threads pull very hard on you. You're not even convinced you'll make it back to the room.
Find us a cart.
I don't know how much time I have, but we need to make our way back to my bed.
Okay, let's get you back.
And Nick passes out.
I mean, I do have a strength of 19.
I mean, I have the carpet too, so we can pretend to carry him on the carpet. It's fine.
Yeah, so Nick...
You want to advertise that we've got one, though?
No. Can I just throw him over my shoulder?
Yeah. You have a strength of 19? Okay. He's pretty wayfish. Yeah, so you have a strength of 19. You throw Nick over your shoulder, and Nick, you again, you see the world sort of blur, and then it sort of zooms out, and you see you and like the top of your hat, and then you see your friends, and you see the docks, and then away you go. Thank you for playing. And you hear Vespa run outside and say, like, "Is Nick okay? I felt the thread break."
He went away.
Yep.
And she lets herself back into the shop. So, all right. So, when we next play... Oh, go ahead.
I do have a question. Since
Ask
I can
away,
produce
please.
those good berries, which is supposed to give, like, a day of sustenance, soon as he passes out, like, I'm going to try to... No, shove a good berry down your throat.
Are you sure they're not suppositories? No.
It says eat specifically.
Oh, okay, good.
Anything can be a suppository if you're brave enough.
Oh, yeah. Bad berries.
I cast Magic Mouth on my butt.
Yes, they're only good, but they're only good for 24 hours.
All right, so you're gonna. So your plan is to deposit Nick back with Sister Varnu, right?
Do I need to cast? Do you want me to cast the spell with the good berries?
No, I trust that you have. We'll role play it.
Okay, because I'm gonna produce more than he's gonna eat, so I'm gonna tell her to give them to sick people.
Okay, good. Then you can give her a little stash of them. And we'll just role play that. So like you guys, throw Nick over your shoulders, and as you're back, you're muttering about this boy has drank too much, right? So as not to draw too much attention.
Yeah.
Get him upstairs, and sisters, had just made the bed, new sheets, everything is good. And when she sees Nick, you can see the look in her eyes is like, oh, he is still not bathed. Okay, I can work with that, And you see her pull up. She holds this stick with a wet rag, right? And she's ready. She's ready for Nick. So she lays Nick on the bed. You guys lay Nick on the bed, and Nick is gone bye-bye again.
Okay.
So when we pick up next time, where would you like to have, like, after that, where are you guys going to go? It's going to be too late to go to any shops at that point.
We'll probably meet up with the other two, inform them, get some provisions, and wait for
I feel
tomorrow.
like we should try to investigate the docks at night.
Yeah, I mean, it was crap the last time, but yeah.
Well, aren't there other docks that we didn't see last time?
No, you split up and you didn't see any activity, but that doesn't mean that every night is the same.
Same. Yeah, I still think we should visit them each night. And Tom,
All right.
I wanted to let you know I put this amulet of health in the chat because
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think it's working because my constitution isn't a 19 and I have it equipped and like active.
Okay, let's take that offline. Let's fix that. That seems like
Okay.
it's a plumbing issue.
Yes, but
Um,
that's why I put it in the chat so you knew which exactly I was talking about, so you could
Awesome.
look at it.
That's awesome. All right, so perfect. So when we next play, hopefully next week, your to-dos from your to-do list is Jorge has hinted that his friend he thinks has been captured for nosing around a little bit too much. Nosing around. Also a TV show on the young ones. Nosing around. Anyway.
It's been a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. It's on Plex. Anyway.
No.
So Jorge has like asked if you guys could sort of look into Oren, what's going on with him. You know that there's still this shenanigans with the cargo, and you had planned to talk to Corvin and follow up with Sella. And arguably Jorge, who's all in the River Exchange counting house, which is to your right. What am I missing? What else were you going to do? Oh, Karen and Skylar are back at the hotel, either sleeping or shitting themselves, depending on what's going on. And then you talked about maybe doing a little bit more sort of investigating at night on the roofs to see what you see. Perhaps something to do with Jorge's threads, something to do with the overall missing packages. I will say in quests now, I can take and make available to you Taken North, which is Jorge's quest. So available. And change status active. Cool. And once you know more about that, then I can unlock some other stuff. So yeah, so you got a new quest in your quest log. Yay.
Wait, so
So we
is that under Phantom Cargo?
It's under Taken North.
Ah, okay.
As a matter of fact, I can say this one is complete. And you read the
I was
ledger.
gonna say we did 2 of the things, didn't we?
Yeah.
We just haven't. We read the marked ledger and cut.
Look at that. You've already done 2 of the 3. I like easy quests. Make you feel like you've done something. So awesome. So when we next play, that's where we are. And also you could just tell Jorge to fuck himself and move on with your lives. You don't have to do any of this stuff. So no harm, no foul. All right,
I
guys.
think I would like to kill some things.
Yeah.
Well, now that you know that Jorge's so handsome. Awesome. All right, everybody. Well, thank you for playing. I was delighted. I thought for sure this was, and everyone needs to give him shit about this. This was the first time that Cliff has missed a session in
man. Yeah.
in almost 6 years.
I'm not gonna give him shit for that. That's awesome.
Oh, yes, we are. He does
I am
not. His
not.
perfect attendance goes away.
I'm not giving
Kidding,
him
Cliff.
shit for it.
All right, guys. You have a fantastic 4th of July. Blow shit up if you're allowed in your state.
Yeah,
We're not.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You guys too.
No.
You got
right.
I think-
wildfires all
I mean,
around.
we are if we go to the right places in California.
It's like
We're gonna
Yeah,
keep
Michelle and Audrey are heading to Highland. I've got to put ear meds in a dog's ears and stay home. And
Yay.
William is 18 and now does not have to do what he doesn't want to do legally. So he's also not going. So we were going to look at fireworks, but they are 40 minutes away, and the logistics on the website were so ridiculous and complex. Plus, it involved a WWE match, which is like, which I'm a hard pass on that.
Come on.
So
No.
yeah, it's like it's mirroring Trump. I don't know, weird. Anyway, on that note, happy 250th birthday, America. Talk to you all later.
Bye.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys. Good seeing you all.